Hi, hello everyone. I am Kanmani, a 22-year young aspiring entrepreneur. Here I am today to explain you about the experience of my innovative PC journey. Let's get started. After moving to France, I was thinking about my grandparents who were turning 68 last September. Both of my parents are working and they find it so difficult to check how my grandparents are doing on a day-to-day basis. What if my grandparents become more old and they're not able to help themselves? What if their digestive system becomes so weakened and their appetite gets faded? That's where we came up with the idea of Milavie, a nutritional healthy mix for the elderly people in France. The challenges that we faced was surveying the people in the weekends, especially when we went on to surveying people, having the field investigation done. Many of the French people were reluctant to answer the surveys just because it's a weekend. Like, few people were telling it's a Sunday, so we don't answer questions, we want to spend time with the family. So that was one of the tough things that we have to handle, because in the weekdays we used to have classes. We used to rush after the class to the supermarkets, to the parks and other places immediately after class in order to do the field investigation. Second thing was the language barrier, of course. Luckily, we had a teammate who was speaking French, so we were able to manage that. Third thing is, personally, I felt it so difficult to learn about the financial aspects, the business calculations of the pitch, because I basically come from a psychology background and I have no prior experience about learning accounting, finance and stuff. So I focused more on branding, advertising and marketing. Speaking about my personal and professional growth when I worked in PCE, basically we had a lot of heated arguments in our group. In the initial stages, there were a lot of miscommunication issues about who exactly works on what and who reports when. Those were some of the things that we had to figure out in the middle of all these calculations and product development. But one thing I understood is that developing a business project is not that easy. You have to focus not only on the product but also on the team performance, the team cohesion, other things like that. So overall, I would say PCE is something that I would not forget.